Okay, this is for Significant Desk 7605. I think one of the fastest ways that you can start improving your physicality as well as your strength on and off the ball and be able to take the ball away from players. There's some effortless things that come to mind, things that I wish I knew years ago that I just, things that I do. I spend time, even just a few minutes every day, either thinking about or doing. And the first thing that comes to mind is using an RMT rope. If you search how to make an RMT rope, the reason why this is so powerful is because not only is it building strength through motion, but you're gonna, this is strength that's highly transferable to the pitch, right? A lot of times people, soccer players in particular, they spend a lot of time and energy becoming quote unquote strong, whatever that means to them. And then what happens is that some of that energy and time gets wasted because they're strong in certain aspects, but that strength doesn't translate to improved performance on the field. So in that sense, it's wasted. You kind of want to start to, right, the ways you want to develop strength are ways that are going to make you elevate your play. So that's why the RMT rope is so powerful, because it's a simple activity and it's a simple rope that improves your timing, your rhythm, your coordination, your explosiveness, running mechanics, agility. It improves balance. I noticed that it improved my juggling, which improved my passing, which improved finishing, right? I noticed it's like everything about my game improved after I started using an RMT rope. So just search how to make an RMT rope, because nothing I say will allow you to appreciate the power of using one until you actually start using it. So that'd be the best place to start, because there's virtually zero barrier to entry. It costs $10 to make your own RMT rope. You could go to any local hardware store or just buy a length of rope online. You'd want some soft rope, something that's not going to chew your hands up when you swing it. And then it's or you could use a jump rope if you have just a jump rope lying around. And then you want, ideally, your RMT rope is a little bit longer than you are tall. And you could check out David Weck, W-E-C-K, for more info. So that's a great place to start, because then, whether it's a warm-up or cool down, or whether you're just looking to get you're looking to have some fun training at home or whatever, you could bring this RMT rope everywhere you go, and it's going to allow you to train, to improve your game in an effortless and fun way that's going to help it improve awareness and breathing as well. So that'd be a great place to start. Pardon me. Another thing that you shouldn't take for granted is learning how to breathe effectively. And this is pervasive in almost, not only every soccer player that I come across, but most people in general haven't been taught formally how to breathe effectively. And most schools and most coaches don't teach relaxation or breathing techniques. So that's why if you check out How to Breathe, it's a TED Talk by Dr. Vranich, V-R-A-N-I-C-H. This changed my life in so many ways, because I've come across other breathing techniques, I've come across relaxation techniques, but this one really showed me how to breathe in a way that just opened up a new calmness in my life, and my ability to stay calm on and off the soccer field in high pressure situations. So that's something that might be worth your time, because being calm can relate to better decisions on the field, because you could be more relaxed. The more relaxed you are, you get your head up, right, and you see the field more clearly, and then you're making better decisions. And then they say, two players with the same skills, the one with better endurance is going to win every time. The next thing that you might want to consider is hanging. Search Ito Portal hanging. And the reason why hanging is relevant is because hanging as well as brachiating, which means swinging from, jungle gym, where you go from bar, right? You swing from bar to bar to bar. This is going to make you really strong in an effortless way, because it's not only going to strengthen your hands, your tendons, your ligaments. It's also going to allow gravity to unlock and align your spine. So, right, you think about how strong a monkey is. Super strong, and all they do is they're doing playing monkey games, hanging from trees, swinging, and they're in squat positions and various positions. So if you have access to a pull-up bar or even low-hanging trees that are easy to grab, even a few minutes a day, Portal has this hanging challenge. It's like spending a few minutes a day hanging can really unlock tension in your body, relieve pain, and just help you really grow stronger, which is going to translate to strength on the field and on the ball. That's going to help you not get knocked off the ball as easily. For soccer, it's relevant if you're strong and balanced, right? All balance. This guy Jim Clobbin, he wrote this book called Balance is Power. And when you spend time balancing on your feet, he claims that one-legged balance is superior to two-legged balance, because he says that true balance is the time it takes to you to go from one step to go from the other step. That time that foot leaves the ground, and then one foot is just, right? So I go take a step. When this foot leaves the ground, he says this is true balance, and then boom, and then this foot leaves the ground, right? So he claims that developing balance as one leg is really going to help you develop strength on the ball and overall strength on the field. So what comes to mind is two things. The first is minimalist shoes. And why shoes are so important, even though they're such a small aspect of life, is because they say you spend most of your time in either your bed or in your shoes. And since beds are kind of harder to mess around with, shoes are significantly cheaper, and a way that each step you take can either make you weaker or stronger. That's why I've tested a lot of minimalist shoes out. The ones I'm currently in love with are called Glur-Ups. I only wear one pair of shoes, and Glur-Ups are them. I use them for training, I use them for work, and I use them to go out right on the town. I first noticed the benefits of minimalist shoes. I was wearing, the first pair of shoes I got were Vibrams, and I went to go for a light jog, and the next day my calves were so sore I could hardly walk. And what this told me was that shoes matter, and that they unlocked my ability to use my get full range of motion that I wasn't getting in my shoes, that were constricting my feet and limiting my ankle's ability to go through full range of motion and act as shock absorber, right, the lever that it is, right? So if you want to effortlessly build strength on and off the field, consider trying out some minimalist shoes, because it's going to help you just grow your life, prevent injuries, and help you develop balance. And it's just such a small thing that can have huge potential. I literally watch every single person's feet and shoes that I come across, and I make a snap judgment on whether or not they're conducive to building strength, or and this may be closed-minded, but I just am very aware of people's shoes, and are they hurting them or are they helping them grow, right? Because if your shoe is constricting, it's not if you take a step, you can see your feet kind of expand, and if your shoes constrict your foot's ability to expand, you could argue that you're not going to get that it's harming you. So that's just something to keep in mind. It's just a small way a little way that can build huge benefits. Right? Because your feet are the first contact point to the earth, assuming you're walking. So when you're on the field, you spend a lot of time in minimalist shoes and training balance. When you get to the field, it won't be any surprise if you're feeling strong on the ball, and it's going to be hard for you to get knocked off the ball. So that's something I'd consider. Another thing, juggling is probably another thing that most people wouldn't consider to be something that can really help you build strength. Right? When most soccer players think about building strength, they're not really thinking about the benefits of juggling to get stronger. But I just feel like juggling is one of those things that can really elevate you as a player if you develop a juggling habit, especially if you're juggling different sized balls, because it can definitely, it's like it's a focus activity. It develops your first touch. It can start to become an endurance activity, and all the best players, right? Not all the best jugglers are the best players, but all the best players are the best jugglers. So if you don't already have a juggling habit, I think this is another great way, especially if you're juggling barefoot on grass in a safe area, that can really help you build balance and strength on and off the ball through juggling. So that'd be another thing that I would consider spending some time doing if you're not doing it already to elevate your game. And lastly, I can't not include in my suggestions a kick trainer, just from the pure aspect of smart training. It's cramming months of training into days or weeks using a kick trainer, just because you could get so many repetitions in an effortless way that you wouldn't be able to do if you're using a wall, just a random wall, or a rebounder, or even training partner. A training partner might be superior than a kick trainer, but not everyone doesn't always have access to someone who's looking to play whenever they want at the drop of a hat. And that for those reasons, I just feel like a kick trainer is like a soccer buddy that can really help you elevate your game, and you get rapid feedback. If you mishit the ball, it's going to come back around, and you can really hone in on your striking technique and develop your timing, rhythm, coordination, and first touch, and you're both developing of both feet. And clubs like AC Milan, Ajax, Sevilla all use kick trainers. My favorite is the SKLZ Solo Kick Trainer for $24 on Amazon. You can't beat it. Or just make your own with a size 1 ball, a length of rope, and some duct tape. So that's a lot, right? So whatever I've mentioned that resonates with you, take immediate action. Test it. Don't take my word for it, right? Test it, see if it works. If it works for you, great. Use it. If it doesn't, test another suggestion. See if it works, great. If not, maybe come back to it or just try something new, right? So again, this is not me telling you what you should know. This is just basically a video for the young me, or I share this not because I think I know, because I've made all these mistakes, and this is just what I wish I knew years ago. So I hope this helps, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.